Sexual harassment training is an important step in creating a safe and respectful work environment. It is designed to educate employees on what constitutes sexual harassment, how to prevent it, and how to respond if they or someone they know experiences it. This training can be conducted in various forms such as in-person workshops, online courses, or webinars. The first step in creating an effective sexual harassment training program is to clearly define what constitutes sexual harassment. This includes not only obvious forms of harassment, such as unwanted physical touching or sexual advances, but also more subtle forms, such as making sexually suggestive comments or gestures, or creating a hostile work environment through the use of sexual language or imagery. Once employees have a clear understanding of what constitutes sexual harassment, the training should focus on how to prevent it. This includes educating employees on how to communicate effectively and professionally, as well as encouraging them to speak up if they witness or experience harassment. Training should also include information on how to report harassment and the steps that will be taken to investigate and address any incidents that are reported. It is also important to provide training on bystander intervention. Bystander intervention is when someone who witnesses or is aware of an incident of harassment takes action to intervene and stop it from happening. Employees should be taught how to recognize situations where harassment may occur and should be equipped with the skills and knowledge to intervene safely and effectively. Another important aspect of sexual harassment training is to create a culture of respect and accountability. This includes setting clear expectations for behavior and holding employees accountable if they engage in harassment. Additionally, it is important to provide support to those who have experienced harassment, including connecting them with resources such as counseling or employee assistance programs. Sexual harassment training should also be regularly updated and offered to all employees, regardless of their role or seniority. This will ensure that all employees are aware of the company's policies and procedures, and will also help to create a consistent and unified approach to addressing and preventing harassment. It is also important to have a clear and accessible process for reporting harassment, which should be communicated to all employees. This process should be impartial, prompt, and effective, and should provide support for the person who reported the harassment. Also, it is important to have a follow-up and tracking system to ensure that the reported incident is being handled correctly and that the person who reported it is receiving the necessary support. In addition to training, it is also important to have a clear and comprehensive sexual harassment policy in place. This policy should outline the company's stance on harassment, provide information on how to report it, and outline the steps that will be taken to investigate and address any incidents that are reported. It is also important to have a code of conduct that lays out clear expectations for employee behavior and includes consequences for violating the policy. This can help to create a culture of respect and accountability, and can serve as a useful reference for employees if they have any questions or concerns. In conclusion, sexual harassment training is an essential component in creating a safe and respectful work environment. It is important to provide training to all employees, regardless of their role or seniority, and to regularly update the training to ensure that it stays current and relevant. Additionally, it is important to have a clear and comprehensive sexual harassment policy in place, as well as a code of conduct that lays out clear expectations for employee behavior. By taking these steps, companies can help to prevent sexual harassment and create a culture of respect and accountability.